Joseph Walsh was born in Witch, Kansas, on November 20, 1947. Coming from a musical family, he was destined for a life immersed in music. His early exposure to a variety of instruments and genres laid the groundwork for his future career. Inspired by the rich musical environment at home, Walsh picked up the guitar at an early age. This early musical introduction not only honed his technical skills, but also fueled his passion for pushing the boundaries of rock and roll. Walsh began his formal education at Kent State University. Walsh's decision to drop out and pursue his musical goals full-time in 1969 was a major turning point in his life, demonstrating his resolve to carve out a successful career in the cutthroat music industry. Walsh's passion to music was growing at the time. Joe Walsh's career took a big step forward when he joined the Cleveland, Ohio-based rock group James Gang. This was the start of Walsh's ascent to fame in the music industry, mostly because of his unique and inventive guitar playing. He stood out from many of his peers with his ability to combine raw energy from the rock with bluesy chords. The band saw a radical change upon Walsh joining the James Gang because of his inventive and technically proficient guitar playing, which gave their music a whole new depth. The 1970 album James Gang Rides Again, which had a blend of gentler, more melodic songs and powerful rock choruses, became a cornerstone of the band's legacy and was one of Walsh's most significant contributions to the James Gang. Walsh demonstrated his flexibility as a guitarist and songwriter with songs like Funk No. 49, which featured his distinctive riff-driven style and has since become a classic in the rock genre. Following the success of James Gang Rides, the song's infectious groove and Walsh's dynamic performance perfectly captured the essence of the James Gang sound at this era. When Walsh released the band's third album in 1971, they once more pushed the creative boundaries of the group. This album combined elements of country music with rock and blues. Walk Away and other songs showcased Walsh's skill at creating catchy melodies and strong guitar solos, which further cemented his standing as one of the best guitarists of his generation. Third showed his development as a musician and his willingness to try out new sounds and styles, despite his notable contributions to the James Gang. Walsh left the band in 1971 in order to pursue other musical opportunities, but his hiatus was brief as he soon rejoined the James Gang in the early 1970s for more albums, such as Straight Shooter, 1972, and Passing Through, 1972. These albums showcased Walsh's remarkable guitar work and songwriting abilities. Walsh's return gave the band new life, and his influence could be heard in the way their sound continued to develop in 1972. Joe Walsh formed the band in order to explore new creative ground. Barnstorm represents a substantial shift from his earlier collaborations with the James Group. Barnstorm served as more than just a band. It provided a venue for Walsh to go deeper into his compositions and try out a wider variety of genres and styles. The same year saw the release of the self-titled first album Barnstorm, which highlighted Walsh's developing musical vision. Combined country, rock, and blues elements to create a soundscape on which Walsh could showcase his unique songwriting and guitar prowess. Turn to Stone, a noteworthy piece from the Barnstorm album, demonstrated Walsh's skill at creating complex guitar melodies and moving lyrics. Positive reviews were given to the album for its spirit of adventure, which was a significant turning point in Walsh's development as a solo artist. It made Barnstorm more than just a backing band. It became a cooperative endeavor where Walsh could fully explore his musical interests and push the boundaries of traditional rock music after Barnstorm's success. In 1973, Walsh and the group issued their second album, The Smoker You Drink, The Player You Get. This record demonstrated his development as a songwriter and singer and cemented Walsh's status as a formidable solo musician. The title track of the album, The Smoker You Drink, The Player You Get, turned to become a kind of anthem that captured Walsh's carefree demeanor and irreverent sense of humor. The wide variety of songs on the album, from the pensive bookends to the exuberant Rocky Mountain Way, showed Walsh's adaptability and capacity to engage listeners on several levels. When Joe Walsh joined the Eagles in 1975 to take Bernie Lean's place, it was a turning point in both his career and the band's history. He brought with him not only his extraordinary guitar playing, but also a new outlook that would greatly influence the band's direction and sound. With his more edgy, electric guitar technique, Wolia's presence marked a turn away from the Eagles' traditional country rock sound and toward a more rock-oriented strategy. Walsh's tenure with the band was highlighted by the Eagles' 1976 album Hotel California, which is considered a pivotal moment in rock history. Although Walsh did not contribute to the album's title track, his influences can be heard throughout, especially on songs like Life in the Fast Lane, which Walsh co-wrote. Glenn Frey and Don Henley's ferocious guitar solos and driving rhythm perfectly encapsulate the spirit of Walsh's rock and roll. Wales's dynamic playing on Hotel Cali, which followed the success of Hotel California, helped establish the Eagles' position as one of the top bands of the 1970s by demonstrating his ability to combine technical mastery with unadulterated emotional intensity. As co-writer and co-lead vocalist on several tracks, including In the City, which Walsh originally wrote for the soundtrack of the movie The Warriors, Walsh continued to play a crucial role in defining the Eagles sound on their next studio album, The Long Run, which was released in 1979. In the City is a standout track on The Long Run, reflecting Walsh's affinity for gritty streetwise storytelling and his knack for crafting anthemic rock songs. Joe Walsh's solo career has been distinguished by a number of popular recordings that highlight his adaptability, humor, and timeless musical talent. One of his best solo albums was really released in 1978, but many really don't take it seriously. This album yielded one of Walsh's most well-known successes and solidified his reputation as a solo performer. It's Been a Good Life. The song's witty lyrics and catchy guitar hooks made it an anthem of sorts for the rock and roll lifestyle, appealing to both critics and audiences. However, people really appreciated Wolia's ability to combine humor and introspection, capturing the complexities of fame and personal struggles in a lighthearted way as the 1980s came to pass. Walsh's solo career continued to develop as he released albums that represented his growth on the musical and personal fronts. His 1981 album, There Goes the Neighborhood, examined themes of urban life and societal change, showcasing Walsh's storytelling prowess. Tracks like A Life of Illusion further cemented Walsh's reputation as a master of melodic rock with memorable hooks and thought-provoking lyrics in the decades that followed. Joe Walsh's solo career continued to be active and relevant, as seen by his sporadic releases that received praise from critics and fans. One such release, Analog Man, 2012, was Walsh's first solo album since a long break. Songs like the album's title track, Analog Man, and Fortunate in That Way highlight Walsh's enduring guitar prowess and his ability to connect with audiences through honest, introspective songwriting in recent developments that have reverberated throughout the globe. The album blends classic rock sensibilities with contemporary themes, reflecting Walsh's perspective on modern life and technology. Joe Walsh, the beloved musician, is fighting lung cancer, and his fans have been shocked by this somber news. His lungs are severely weakened, requiring extensive medical care and hospital treatment. His health has taken a terrible turn. Joe Walsh's sickness journey started out with mild symptoms. Following thorough testing, doctors discovered a tumor had taken root in Joe Walsh's lungs, leading to a devastating diagnosis of terminal lung cancer. The disease had unfortunately spread, causing extensive damage to vital lung tissues. Joe Walsh immediately entered the hospital for urgent treatment because his lung function was severely impaired. and he needed a ventilator to help with basic respiratory functions. Despite the toll these therapies have taken, leaving him exhausted and battling side effects, the medical team has started a rigorous treatment program specialized for advanced stage lung cancer, involving chemotherapy, radiation therapy, and experimental immunotherapy. Throughout his difficult journey, Joe Walsh never wavers in his determination to achieve his goal. In addition to his colleagues in the entertainment industry, Joe Walsh has received unwavering support from his devoted family and friends, especially from his daughter Lucy Walsh, whose unwavering presence has given him inspiration and fortitude. A legion of fans has also rallied around him, flooding social media with heartfelt messages of solidarity and encouragement, while he is currently being closely monitored in the hospital. Innovative therapies, such as youth therapy, are being used by Joe Walsh's medical team in conjunction with a promising experimental medication that aims to stop the growth of cancer cells and maybe restore lung function. For those touched by Joe Walsh's situation, this most recent strategy provides a glimpse of hope for his recovery while highlighting his unwavering resolve to overcome the obstacles in this difficult battle. We really appreciate your well wishes and thoughts during this difficult time. Thank you.